when we're working towards a goal, we're working towards a vision of our life. We have everything outside of us taking our attention and distracting us. And then we have the internal battles of the thinking that we have, why it can't work. I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that, I've never done this before. Allowing our past results to dictate where we're going in our life. So we have external and internal things distracting us from our vision. So it is so important to have a strong enough goal and to be obsessed with keeping it on the screen of your mind. I shared in quarter 2, our strategic bootcamp last week, about how important it is to write your goal down onto a goal card and carry that goal card in your pocket every single day. And a lot of people ask me, why do we do that? Well, there's a couple reasons that we want to do this. One, it takes it out and puts it into the physical world, so it becomes one step closer to becoming reality. And more importantly, it's a reminder. Every time you go in your pocket, anytime you go into your purse, anytime you go into your jacket, it's there. So you're going to touch it and it's going to remind you of what you're working towards today, okay? It is so important to always remember what it is that you're working after. You have to become obsessed with this. And I'll share a story, a really condensed version of a story. When I started my first very successful company, which was a commercial cleaning company where I cleaned offices in my city, I was operating with some of this material, but I was doing it unconsciously. I wasn't aware of a lot of these things that I share with you now and that I've been taught, but I was doing things unconsciously, and call it by chance, a stroke of luck or whatnot, but it was just the way I was operating. So I became obsessed with growing this company. It was the only thing that was on my mind, to the exclusion of anything else that was happening in my life. And at that point in time, I had a lot of bad things happening around me. I came from a very challenging upbringing, a lot of criticism, a lot of trauma, and I was really after this goal by myself. And I didn't have support from the people around me. I had criticism, I had people judging me, and the only thing that, when I look back, that was the most crucial thing that helped me get where I was going was literally I had this picture on my mind of what I wanted, and no matter what people said, no matter what happened around me, I kept not listening to them. I kept just dismissing what they were saying because I was obsessed with this picture on my mind. And years gone by, I've learned that I was actually operating with some of these principles of success, and I just didn't know it at the time. Now, when I became more aware of this, and hence the reason for this live show called The Power of Awareness, I was able to make quantum leaps in my life, repeatable quantum leaps, by studying this material and starting to implement these strategies and tips that I'm sharing with you guys that really work. And one of the biggest things is keeping this goal card in your pocket. Writing down in the morning what it is that you're wanting to work towards in your life. What is it that you want it to be? And you have to write it in the present tense. If you're writing I will be, it's an immediate confession that you are not. Okay? So start writing in the present tense. Our brain cannot tell the difference between reality and fantasy. So when you're writing and you're writing in present tense and you're getting emotionally involved with something that hasn't happened, your brain cannot tell the difference. For this period in time, you think it's actually real and you get emotionally involved with it. And then when you get emotionally involved with something, it actually starts to change the way you're behaving and your actions change. Okay? And that's why it's so important to keep this information on the screen of your mind, what it is that you're working towards. Because when you're emotionally involved with an idea, you're going to start behaving and acting differently. And when you're acting differently, you're going to start getting different results. Things are going to start changing in your life.